Yo, turn it up, it's the get lit vibe. Riding that wave with a cool collide. Bassline thumping, keep the sparks alive. Fire in the booth, yeah, the heat's applied. Get lit, can't dim this flame. Energy electric, remember the name. Get lit, for the beat, take aim. Pockets fire, it'll ever be tame. Get lit, focus with a jana saba ilinibamba venye bana liben nilizubalia tenda kizubizubi gang nilicheck nikacheck again and again she's a 10 kameiva kasipogeuzwa kataungua nikadiva kanasumbua kanafanya dimi na shiva na sina kiwa mimi nacheza shua katajipa si unanijua bank check confirm nishake mpaka tam na venye joka mevaa kamekaa kamenicham na bado sijangama takani jina ya gama inafanya na jam bana inafanya na jam taki na taki mimi nataka sana taki nataka kukujua sana chini ya maji taki mimi nataka sana taki nataka kukujua sana taki taki mimi nataka sana taki nataka kukujua sana chini ya maji taki mimi nataka sana
ai angipanda anda
wewe kuna kafanya kama kansema wenda kasea toto kikena ni bamba na niwe niko mvitu naweza shukisha na we kama ni sema tuendelee shani kadia ni kame fall pungulu ako magode mimi niko mabungulu ashajileta lisha za machubulu tukalini bimaga kafurisha chululu shani kadia ni kame fall pungulu ako magode mimi niko mabungulu ashajileta lisha za machubulu tukalini bimaga kafurisha
the chocolate. Yo, Wiley. Them ones sound like me. Other than a pretty with the upper body. Shut down in the city with me bad girl. Every man want piece of me. The back of them a pop and them a bun. Man want wine behind me have to move kind dusty. I'm looking for a brother who got hella pounds. 079, baby, I'm a hammer, did you shop? Bossy. Godfather, man a OG. Man a half humble, man a bossy. Fling a rag a rhythm like it's all free. Bossy, house on the coast G. My money so long it doesn't know me.
If a girl worry me, I delete her. Put her inside the bin bag. So why won't she be beat her? She ordered a good man, but she got a bad man. She not feel live without social media. Stalking me with a Insta, yeah. She dey try make me a mister. Anybody got time for that stamina? As you can see, you need plan B. Pregnancy is not for me. Check your see, rationally. No try put me for trouble, yeah. But she asking, boy, what are we? We better be what we have been. The stress me, no fast forward me. She want tackle me with a dream do day. And I dey ball like JJ. I dey play home and away. And I dey give them gay. Me with a dribble JJ. And I dey bring my AK. Cause I dey give them gay.
Hey, move out my way. Me I'm mad for my day. Move. Hey, move out my way. Me I'm mad for my day.
Good girl, take a sip on the tip of the top of the make you know the tip of the top of the back where you want, back your back. Say she want it, that me no fi stop. Lick a ping, blacker than a harawak. We make it sit in a can on a hammer knock. She say me dark and slim, but me talawa. What you want, galawa? She want the la la lang, le 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 le. She want the la la lang, le 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 le. You can't stand the la la lang, le 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 le. She want the la la lang, le 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 le. You can't stand the la la lang, le 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 le. She want the la la lang, le 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 le. You can't stand the la la lang, le 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 le. She want the la la lang, le 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 le.
Mr. Fabs.
AK-47, the matter never settle. You be but I be kettle. Massability lo nyawo lenu. Better recognize. Greatest of all time. No other name they go call mine. As I they shut it, I'm not nice. Monday, Talama. Tuesday, Talama. Wednesday, Talama. Slongest night, Jalaba. And they call me the Godfather. Move like a million.
Kwambox, the junkin' master. Junk again. I'm drinking. Oh, Lord, yeah. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull, and you see let me heart full. Them want me get awful, like them on the dance I'll get grappled. And I'm rum and Red Bull, and you see let me heart full. Them want me get awful, like them on the dance I'll get grappled. I started the year with a flask cranberry with ice in a glass. And the light can't find me last. Like me wanna lick up on me and me one boss. Straight for junk that me endorse. After the flask then we move to the quad. Tell the bartender the bill restart. What kind of rub me use wash off me heart. If you hide and drink then you must get I'm drinking rum and Red Bull, and you see let me heart full. Them want me get awful, like them on the dance I'll get grappled. And I'm rum and Red Bull, and you see let me heart full. Them want me get awful, like them on the dance I'll get grappled. Rum and Red Bull, and you see let me heart full. Them want me get awful, like them on the dance I'll get grappled. Rum and Red Bull, and you see let me heart full.
Itaba makeba, ay, uspone masndeni. E baba ne jealous, ay, itina maposa. Itaba makeba, uspone masndeni. Ay, baba ne jealous, itina maposa. Itaba makeba, uspone masndeni. Ay, bona la baba ne jealous, ay, la baba ne jealous.
Kila kitu yako msopa fine. Acha two step kwa land mine. So shake that thing, wind that thing. So shake that thing. Tingisha rombosa zungusha kwela. Shake that thing, wind that thing. So shake that thing. Tingisha rombosa zungusha kwela. Back it up, napenda vile ume clap it up, ni kama round of applause. Na umedunga blouse, msanii ana blouse, unachanganyisha bro. Kitingisha zinatingika, walai we ni pro. Umebeba kuliko mungito ya pro. Mina let you go, wewe sikuachi. Mina let you go, wewe ni hadi 90. So shake that thing, wind that thing. So shake that thing. Tingisha rombosa zungusha kwela. Shake that thing, wind that thing. So shake that thing. Tingisha rombosa zungusha kwela. Big bumper, ka exhauster. Na idandia, jueni manyanga. Adi petit, wote na wahanya. Mana gali sichagui mandanya. Pita na njigi, senke mrenga adi basi. Shake, watcha mama give you basi. Shake well before use, kama medicine. Shake kama milkshake. So shake that thing, wind that thing. So shake that thing. Tingisha rombosa zungusha kwela. Shake that thing, wind that thing. So shake that thing. Tingisha rombosa zungusha kwela.
That is Mr. Fabs on the decks right here. And this is the Get Lit podcast, man. Real conversations, real people, and real vibes hapa hivi. I go by the name Tonyo Kibbs, and I'll be your host for today, man. Of course, nitakuwa na some very, very, very interesting and amazing guests wanna come through. In a few minutes, watakuwa hapa hivi, so stick around for that. Na maze Mr. Fabs, alinishow his first ever gig, alilipwa punch. Na alikula, alimove, alienda mtaa na bado alilipia kila kitu transi. So maze ndo maana ukiona ana go this hard, mambo imekuwa poa. Of course, we're going back into the mix. We'll be having our guests who will be my co-host of the day. Na tutakuwa tuna have some real conversations now. Kama kawa. Mr. Fabs, take it away, man.
Just hit jackpot. Hey, all the girls that's here for the truth, come put 2 hands on the DJ boot and wind your waist for the 6-side U-turn. Put your head in the pillow face first. Face first, face first, face first. Hey, face first, face first. Put your head in the pillow face first. I'm in the jam with the man them birds. You got makeup on the white shirt. I wanna fuck your face and skirt. You need to throw that thing in the reverse. Then work, 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 work.
Mr. Fabs on the decks, man. Amekuwa on the ones and twos, and of course the vibes imekuwa sponsored by him, man. I go by the name Tonyo Kibbs, and this is the Get Lit podcast. Real conversations, real people, real vibes. Na leo mazee niko na watu wanaleta hiyo vibe, yani. Niko na some 2 very amazing people. Niko na mse mwenye hananga noma, man, you know? Hana noma kabisa, and of course recording artist. Yeah, he's a singer, songwriter. He's everything cool, man. Niko na mse wetu hapa Charisma. Big up Charisma, man. Charisma. And of course, Pia, one of the biggest media personalities. She's done everything, bro. She's done literally umedu kila kitu, man. Yeah.
Pause.
Okay, pause. Some of the things, you know, amefanya. And Pia lately ameanza kufanya kitu nyingine different. She'll be telling us about that. Karibu sana, Sheila. Welcome to the Get Lit podcast.
Yeah. In case you don't know now, you know. They call me Sheila. Some places they call me Kwambox.
Yeah.
But my names are Sheila Kwamboka. Kwamboka. Say Kwamboka. Kwamboka. Yeah. That's the reason why I don't use the full name.
Oh, really?
Because like people butcher the
you don't like Kwamboka?
Yeah, it's like
Kwamboka.
you say Bonju.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's how we say it, just for the sake, because it's convenient to you.
You can't do that.
Na unajua kwanza wewe kitu about your name ni unapiga wera sana, ndio maana ni Kwamboka. Daily uko job daily, uko busy. I don't know what hakuna mtu mwingine amekwambia.
Literally I used to start the radio show by saying, yo kapada duvewe, kashile uko Kwamboka. Lakini, you know, it's so disrespectful to tell me that Saleniko jobless.
Oh, Lord. No. You're jobbing your love.
Job your love.
Uda job your love. Yeah, uko tu sawa. Charisma.
Yes.
Karibu sana, man.
Asante, man.
Jana unajua mimi niko na wewe pale Snapchat, mimi niko pale sini mabench. So definitely naonanga mambo yako. Ushapata puncture.
Snapchat come back.
Snapchat
haijaenda inakuanga. Do you know what streaking is?
Unafanya nini huko Snapchat?
Unajua ku streak?
Oh yeah, I think I did streaking on TikTok. I saw it streaking.
Oh yeah, there's streaks on TikTok also.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. So conceptually,
as I was saying,
yes.
Usha puncture gari yako mpya Buddha Mercedes E-Class.
What?
Jana tu usiku and I was like, oh no, Charisma, right now I'm sure he's feeling so bad.
Wacha niwaambie imenifunza adabu. Nimeenda kwa mechanic, the prizes I've been given I've never seen in my life.
Ulifikiriza bits.
Taya moja inaweza nunua zile zangu zingine mingi. Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean
yeah man, congrats Joe.
Bahati mbaya manze. Yeah, thank you man. Jana ilikuwa such a crazy night. Like acha niwaambie niligongwa na mse wa Smokey.
So Smokey,
I swear bro.
Ulimwambia don't you disrespect my love.
Nyasema mnajua niko sad na mnaimba imba.
Cause now unajua nilikuwa naangalia. Nilikuwa naangalia E-Class nikaenda nikapiga pia mabei. Unajua si wa Kenya lazima tuangalie. Lazima yeye niko msali buy pesa ngapi but hadi nikajiuliza, don't you think ingekuwa better kama unge set up studio unafanya rather than okay, niliona kwa comments wasema uko na studio kwa Keja.
Unaonekana una pocket watch. Make sure uko na
extensive
back.
No, najua but sio mnasema a proper studio mali wasone za camp pia.
Yeah, but you see, I think for me do studio for myself, see for watu. Unaona mimi sijai kwa mse nataka ati kuna studio yenye wasanii wengi wanaweza come kwetu. Like for me it's for my own recording, for my convenience.
What you talking about?
Yeah, kwanza hizo vitu zinaniogopesha. Wasanii wa weird. But yeah, nilidecide ni kitu nyero yangu ilikuwa na die, so I just did what my heart wanted and I think I deserve it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As long as you're happy.
Yeah, as long
just remember that energy as you
you know, that week, let me tell you, I was broke after paying. But every time I felt like nimesota, I just go outside and look at it. I'm broke, but I got a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Yeah. Niko sure tu ulilala usiku nje ya Mercedes hapo chini tu.
Acha nikushow nilipiga lap hiyo day, bypass iliniona. Nilikuwa nazunguka bypass.
Hauna form.
Bro, sina form. Yani nakimbia tu. Niko sure self and nani. And then no, there's something I was telling you. I've now understood when people say I enjoyed that ride or let's go for a ride. Now I get it. I never used to.
Before the car it was a different kind of ride.
Nilikuwa naumia. I just want to get to where I'm going. But yeah.
But sasa si ukifix gari upitie hapa kilelesha ule chali yako piga video. That's how you know you got your car's made.
Josh, he's quick.
Okay.
So do you guys actually call?
Bro, let me tell you. So first of all,
do you call him mwambie kama?
I realized kumbe yenyewe nimekuwa nikisafa. I've passed that road many times. I've never even seen him. Like I've never even known that he's on that road. The first day I'm driving that car there, I find myself on TikTok and on Instagram. I'm like, what's happening? Atina alikuwa ameficha number plates up here umetuonyesha. I'm like, wait, kwani umse ako wapi? I've been driving there a lot of times.
Basi inamaanisha hapo alikujudge before. Probably alikuona like 5 times.
Yeah, alikuwa tu zile za
watakuwa amekuona.
Acha nisimwaibishe.
But inaweza kuwa labda hiyo gari nyingine ulikuwa umeka tint na uko unataka watu wakuone. Umefunga dirisha up. Uko tuma AC vibes na nile.
But it's crazy. Do you know what's crazy to me? Because the tint on that car is insane. So I don't even know how he knows that's you. You know? Yeah, but don't send him wild.
Hana normal lakini.
Hana normal.
Ulimlipa?
Mimi hata sikujua
hata kwa aliona imekiwa imepostiwa.
I'm sure he regretted recording.
Yeah. It's like hata ana kakitu. Mse amesota na
wait, so all those videos are like it's just random.
Bro, it's most
some
of them
look like, some of them
but
look
you see,
like
I feel like I've seen videos in my opinion that I think there's people who call in their life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Some of those you're just like, this looks scripted.
Kuna mse alisimama akapeana karibu 30k.
Niliongea naye, there's a story behind it. Okay. But you to have real conversations, nilikuwa niseme sitasema, but wacha niseme. One of these very popular people on the internet, sitasema ni nani, but naye ako na yanch. So alipita hapo hivyo na ndai yake, akaonekana amepeana do.
Is the clue Nyash?
No. Sijasema.
Because Nyash is everybody.
And even
like,
I
don't think you can even be given an apartment in Kilelesho if you don't have a Nyash.
Yeah, 100%. So kumbe odem, because mi naongeanga na boys ni beshte yangu. Before hata anze alikuwa mwere wangu. Nikamuuliza how much was it udem alikupea? Juu alimpea like a band.
Yeah.
Akaniambia buda, ilikuwa showman. Baadaye walienda hapo mbele akampea 3,000 alafu akachukua hizo do.
Why would you do that?
Imagine.
Why would you? Why? Okay, I get it. The optics.
Optics.
But optics for who? You're still
Ni biz. Because sasa asipofanya hivyo hata kuwa relevant.
But tunakumbuka hata after, because see Charisma ilikuwa after huyo. Nasema ilikuwa after hizi.
After hii.
Na si Charisma alimpita tu bila hata kunipata. So taking nini for exposure, it means nothing. Come to
that shit is
you
crazy.
should tell us that. You should tell us that the person gave me the money and then took it. If that's what
I
you
feel
want
like
to
it should be
do,
said.
put it on the
Yeah,
camera.
100%.
I feel like I would do the same if it was him. If someone gave me money and took it back, I would literally put you on blast.
One time.
I'd be like, hey, alichukua.
Now speaking of cash, Kwambox maze uliacha pesa kwa meza, pesa mingi sana jo. We have to talk about it jo, because you're my ex-colleague. Tulikuwa pale Wera nini tulikuwa Kwamboka. So tulikuwa pale tuko job, tulikuwa Kwamboka. Alafu mimi nasikianga tu rumors. Sasa unajua before kitu happen, kuna rumors mingi zina move around. So mimi nilikuwa nasikia rumors tu. Until Kwamboka akakama kicho by the ni mwezi yetu ya mwisho alikuwa kao wale wase wenye wanasemanga next time sitakuwa chuo. Next time na transfer. Alikuwa for real, alishia. Uliachaje hiyo doa? Unajua sasa tunajua umeomoka mbaya sana juu uliacha kila kitu hapo hivyo.
That's a really great. Thank you so much for that question. Sijaomoka.
First and foremost.
No, please let me get this off my chest. Sikulipi rent. Najua uko na shida. Hata mimi niko na shida.
Kwanza hauna job.
But actually, since I left work, there's more people right now who ask me for things. It's so crazy. Like even the day when the video came out and I was crying. Yeah. And you remember the video?
I thought you'd never cry, man. Unakuwa gangster, Joe.
I was so
Bana.
Okay, wacha tu ni chomo tu kwa roho. I cry a lot.
Really?
Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Actually, I started this week with a 4-hour cry. Yeah. That's how you gotta.
Ni Monday too.
Actualize your ninis. Mi sishikiliangi vitu. Release them. Anyway, so so I'd reached a place. Unajua hatukuanza job pamoja.
For sure.
Yeah. So I'd done a couple of years, and I think I'd reached that place where I don't like doing things just because it's doing. I've never been driven by money, which is. I was just having a conversation with my accountant that like you need to be driven by money, and I was like, okay, but when the time came and I was feeling, the word is I was feeling like I wasn't accomplishing anything. Every morning I'd wake up, and I'm still an early riser. I'm still up at 3 in the morning. Like I'm still doing my things, you know.
Yeah.
But I just didn't like. I was struggling to go to work. I'd not had this feeling before because I really love radio. I love communicating. I love educating. I love informing people. I love entertaining. Yeah. But then I was just feeling like I was doing nada. And it's not a feeling that somebody can come to you and say, "Oh my God, I just love your show." I can't. I'm like, you're lying. I show you. I ain't impactful.
You're not feeling it.
I'm just not doing what I can because I think dissatisfaction happens when you're in that gap between where you are and where you want to be.
Yeah.
And it can be the most loneliest place because for everybody they're seeing where you are and you're like, I educated you about this place that I am. You know about this thing that I'm doing because I did it. But before I did it, you'd never seen me doing that thing. If I'd have told you I'm going to do that thing, you'd be like, So even in the same breath as I was choosing to walk away from it, I decided to make it a very private affair because if I'd spoken to people, they'd be like, but you're at the top of your game. What you talking about? And I'm like, I don't feel like I'm at the top of my game. I feel like there's such a huge gap between where I'm supposed to be and where I am. And the only way I can be able to get to where I want to be is to let go of where I currently am.
Hey, drop gems. Wow. Now clearly, after by there, you look even happier. Unaka like a free bird.
Thank you.
Unajua always umekuanga free bird. Unasemanga wezi cage free bird.
No.
Always in its heart itakuwa inaimba hata ndani ya hiyo cage juu inajua iko free. Yeah, big up to you, man.
Yeah, it's been great. And I think through the process, a lot of people, well, I don't say a lot, but a few people have reached out and said they actually encouraged them to quit their job.
Yeah, that's what I was even about to ask you.
Yes.
Like
you've encouraged them.
Like do you, so say kama uko happy whatever you're doing even if the money is good. Ukae tu. Utoke yani.
No, I can't tell you what to do. I think your life is your life. You know what you're working towards. You know what you're trying to achieve. or maybe you don't know and you're still looking. The only thing I'll tell you is, if you're uncomfortable, you're not uncomfortable for no reason.
Yeah.
There's, like I was having a conversation earlier, and we're talking about the creative space and how everything is driven by money, right? So, for example, if Charisma today just felt this spirit thing in his spirit and it came out as a song, and it's only him, it would be so different from what his audience is used to. You know, he won't release that. He's the captive of his audience. Right? And he'll now sit in that frame, and he has to, you know, the higher he goes, he just has to continue sitting in this frame because the people who are watching you determine just, hey, we know you as so and so.
We don't want this version.
And so even if it will cost him money, but his spirit is telling him that this is the thing that he's passionate about, he won't do it. He won't do it. And so you can just imagine how many people are seated in just watching where their potential should be. That's why there are a lot of haters. Have you ever thought about it? Hate comes from, I want to do that thing, but I just don't have the
capacity.
Huyu anajionaje?
Anafikiria ni
amezaje
nani?
quit job yake aende kufanya hizi vitu. I mean, unajionaje? Najiona hivi.
Unaacha tu. Anaacha tu pesa.
Najiona hivi bibi.
Ati anaacha pesa. No, but I it's so interesting because, you know, every time I hear stories like this, I'm like, at what point do you, like, what's that point? Like, what was the turning point? Where did your mind come, like, okay, for sure I'm doing this? Because you see, I think similarly, I've been in a situation, I mean, not as similar, but I think it's very, in a way, when I was in a group, it just got to a point where I wasn't happy. Where it felt like...
It's really dope that umeleta. Juu hapo ndo nilikuwa naenda next.
It feels like... I was just feeling like, tunaidu to like, see, enjoy what I'm doing anymore. Like, I'm just singing for the sake. And then it felt like I was chasing the industry. Instead, because us guys just came in and we were singing and we were having a good time. But all of a sudden, it felt like we were trying to conform to the industry and trying to catch up with what we were told we were meant to be. And all those things. So, those pressures, and then just... I stopped enjoying doing music. And that was one of the saddest times of my life. But I struggled with, you see that point you got to for like, man, I'm done. I struggled with living because also a lot that was in my mind was like, sasa nikiacha stuff I'm happy, you know. So like I wondered, that turning point, what is it? Like, nini na kupush tu hiyo jamaa, ama unakuanga ushapanga kila kitu nye unajua utafanya after, ama inakam tu unasema hiyo days natoka sijui mbele kuna kaaje, but
I mean, unajuanga. Deep down, unajuanga.
No, I'll be honest. I was in the midst of a few investments. I was in the midst of an ordinary life of, you know, this is the direction, this is the trajectory, you know. And then I was even in the midst of setting up a new studio. I had a studio, and then I was now setting up a much larger studio. And then it was just enough. I couldn't. And I don't know what you're waiting for. I'd say I'd equate it to, you know how, have you ever ended a relationship? You know the people who've never. They always wait
for it to end. I'm gonna self-sabotage.
A natural death.
Even the one who's waiting for a natural death, you already know. You're just postponing the inevitable instead of just walking away from it. So it was the same thing. I think in a relationship, you always know that, and that's for me. It was every day I'd come, I'd just be like, I don't think. And then I now started talking about my seat like somebody else. I'd tell my PC, this seat is more deserving to somebody else. So I needed to start distancing myself psychologically from this seat to be able to walk away from it. Not knowing, it's not like, oh, if I leave this, I'm going to do this. No, I just know. Sorry about you guys. I don't know what your self-belief is, but I'm a believer in me. Like I have so much faith in myself, and in taking me to where I'm supposed to go. So me letting go of something that is physically here does not guarantee that I'm going somewhere. But I'm willing to. I'm willing to let go of this, even if there's nothing else. Because this is just inaniua. I'm so good at this thing, but I just feel like I'm not. It's like, imagine you're giving an announcement in Greece, right? You've been sent there and you have a very important message to tell them, but nobody understands English. That's what it feels like. So when you're doing something that you know deeply, I shouldn't be doing this.
And it's really dope that you also mentioned Storia groups na nini, because we've all been in groups na something somehow pia may happen. Mimi nimekuwa groups kadhaa ni venye tu najuanga venye na maneuver. The next one inakuanga always something different nini. Because someone like you, Charisma, you left a group to join another group. You know what I'm saying? Like tulifikiri ukienda solo, unaenda solo. But now nyi wasem kiwaka Kodong Klan. Are you feeling like uko happy? How is the dynamics?
I think the reason why it works, and the truth of the matter is we can only discuss the now. You know, I don't know what the future will look like. I think why it works now is because we're on the same level. We all have similar goals. There's something we're trying to achieve. And to be fair, when I was living in the band, like I was sure I'm never doing any group work. And I was tired. I was done. Because groups are exhausting. There's times people will just make dumb decisions and then they outvote you, and that's that. You know?
That what happened?
And then there was a lot of that. And you see, now you're tied to decisions that you don't necessarily agree with. And that happens even with Kodong sometimes. So decisions are made that I don't like or someone else doesn't like as much. But I think because of where we're at and what the goal is, it's easy for us. And then I guess with Kodong, it's easy also because, you see, we have that, but we're all separate, like brands, you know? So it works. So, like, we're trying to do stuff here, but we come together and do something beautiful together just because of the goal that we have.
But you know, people are different.
Yeah, absolutely.
For example, someone like Costa.
Yes.
Big shout out to Costa, boys wangu. Ule ni msesi ati anaongeanga sana.
Costa anaongeanga sana.
No, anaongeanga but kama amekujua, kama amekufeel. Because mimi pia tulianza kuongea sana like baadaye. But he's more of a reserved guy.
That's true.
Right? Na venye yeye amekuwa akifanya vitu zake na venye wewe umefanya vitu zako ni different in terms of juu nilikuwa hata kuuliza rate card yenu inakaje, like mimi naweza sema 800k for the not useme exactly venye iko. How do you guys decide how to charge it? Na hiyo do ikikam mnagawanya aje? Wewe talent yako ni mingi kuliko yangu, chukua hii ama wewe umetrend lately by the Kilo Max tire, we are not even tired of it yet.
You know the thing is, so, and that's why I told you, I think we came together because of a common goal, and the goal wasn't necessarily money. Money is an outcome of the things that we're doing, but the main goal was never the money, you know. So our industry needs people to come together.
You
the
see, collaborations.
Like, the collaborations are what are going to take us to that next level. So those things never bother. So like when we do a show, when it's a code, of course the code will be a massive code because that's a bunch of artists. That's 7 individual artists who do their own thing. Now, if you want to book them together, of course, those things are factored in. How we divide things is it's equal. We don't say, oh, well, leo umeimba sana, wewe ulisimama nyuma. No, because let me tell you, those are the things that bring confusion into groups, you know. Like, for example, now it's like, Kwambox unajua wendo lead singer, ama wendo umekuwa on top sana, ama wendo kuna
watu walikupigia nduru.
You know, wendo ulipigia nduru sana. If you start doing it like that, you start planting those seeds of nini. So we just, it's much easier for us for it to be like, it's just an equal, we have an equal stake, all of us. So when we go on stage, it's like that. And I think it makes it all the more easier for like all of us.
Because did you come out on a job? Like, how did you just decide watenda Willy, Costa? Because kuna wasanii wengi wako nje wenye mimi nilikuwa like, mbona umsea yuko hapa? Sita mention names.
I know exactly who you're thinking about. However, I'll tell you why. It's just working relationships. Sometimes when you're starting something, it has nothing to do with the talent. It's not, you know, and I remember when I was starting, there were some artists who felt some type of way about us guys bringing ourselves together because they're like, kwani mbona mmejijogiwa mnadhani nyinyi the best top shot attitude. But it wasn't like that. It just made sense to pick the guys in the clan because we had proper working relationships already. So it's people who've worked together. Like, you see, as a group, you'd find us, like, even without Kodong Klan, 5 or 6 of us are in the studio at the same time, most of the time, or just vibing. Hata tumeenda kucheza PS. So cinema boys, yani. Like, us guys just hang. So it made sense to move with that group.
Because nilikuwa najiuliza mliacha kuna wasanii wengi wakali mtu kan viri. Ama ni pombe sigara.
No, hapana, wacha niambie. I knew, like, and I know a lot of people think of it.
Let's talk about it. You know, like lazima tuingie hapo.
It's now just hit me.
Yeah, but no, it has nothing to, like, it's not even a talent thing. It was just, these are the people.
This is a question you've been asked a lot, yeah?
Yes.
I saw you drinking water.
Yeah.
Sips water.
I need more saliva.
No, but because you see, it made sense. For a lot of guys, it was like, why is someone like really not there? Because it makes sense when you think about the type of music he does, everything. It just makes sense. But I guess when our manager, Trevor, when he was figuring it out, it was like, these guys have a relationship. These guys have a relationship. It's easy for them to work together. They've all worked together a lot of times and stuff like that. Nasa zingine tu labda, kuna msee, for example, kama Mutoria. I think Mutoria, initially, when we were doing the group, he was part of the group. But then we went to Kisumu for a writing camp and he didn't come. And just even tu, I think, tukapata tu ayuko.
So mlimchuja?
No, hatukumchuja. I think tu, alifeel tu si kitu anataka.
Noma na mtu.
Like unafeel tu kama it's not for you. Not everyone wants to be in a group like that and do all, because it's a lot of work. Sometimes we get exhausted, we get angry at each other. Yeah, it's not
brothers at the end of the day.
You know.
Unajua, I didn't even know that Mutoria pia alikuwa anafaa kuwa.
Yeah.
But hiyo ni exclusive umetupatia. Because the thing is, someone like Kwambox, Boxpod.
Yeah.
Big up to Kwambox, man. Like podcast yake wacheni some nacheka nini. Sicheze chini. Because big up to Kwambox, like ukiangalia for example, because I'm coming back to you, alafu tuendelee kwa Boxpod. Anajua nataka kuingia wapi. The thing is, when it comes to Boxpod, tunajua IP inabaki na Kwambox. Because hata even the Kwambox, you can't say Kwambox without a box. You know what I'm saying? Like Boxpod iko hapo. You know what I'm saying? Kwamboxpod like yake. So like na nyinyi Kodong Klan. Hiyo IP Kodong. Kwanza hata nani alikuja na hii jina? Na nani anabaki? Leo kukiharibika, nani anabaki na Kodong? Who will be the Kodong Clan chief?
Okay. So Kodong, as I said, it's a company. It's actually a registered company now.
Ah, nice.
All of us have an equal stake in Kodong, you know. So everything is owned equally. Those are things we realized we had to figure out mapema. One thing is, and I think this is a benefit to that group, is, you see with like Le Band, you gave us many opportunities. You saw how we were small boys who didn't know anything. You see the problem with when we're doing Le Band, we didn't understand that there's things like money that will come. Tulikuwa tumesota tu, so kila kitu ilikuwa for fun. Hatukufikiria do it come, and then all of a sudden it becomes difficult conversations are being had. Oh, you sang more on this song. Like, I remember, I'm gonna be honest, there's a time I used to sit down and I'm like, I'm not writing all the songs. I'm literally singing most of the parts. But do ikikam tunapewa the same. Misi understand.
Unaandikia mpaka mtu verse.
Bro, yes. So sikuwa na get. But now with Kodong, I think we figured it early on. We were like, you know what? We need to have contracts. So we got contracts, wrote down everything. Like nothing was casual. We're boys, yes, but this is business, you know. Amjui kesho Bensol atakulia nani, alafu watu wamekosana. Sasa Charisma hizi ongea na Suda. Kwa sababu Suda alimkutania timu yake. Sasa busy meisha. You know what I'm saying? So we factored all those things. And then with things like the music, what we do is, so there's a stake that's owned by the company, now Kodong Klan, So that's like, I think it's about 60% or whatever. And then there's some that's distributed. Now, the 40% is distributed through the people who are singing in the song. So for example, if it's a disco, the verses are who? Mordecai, Bensol, and Okello. So they split a couple of the royalties. So if Charisma was doing the vocals on the chorus and apatiwa Ninizaki, so that's just how we do it. I think it needs to be like that, because if you don't put it down, you're leaving space for a lot of animals.
Speaking of kukosana, na si ati na imply ama anything. Mimi personally kwa podcast yetu nime have two, literally sahi tulikuwa tunafanya hiyo star search ya kutafuta the next co-host. Yeah man, like tume lose two co-hosts, right? Na kumekuwa na so many different circumstances. Most of the time unapata ni misunderstanding.
Like this
kuna misunderstandings na nini. But now Kwambox, in your case ikikam kwa Boxpod, because watu wako elewa, like I think you dropped a video ukiexplain ukisema wase wako na different things wanafanya nini, but that's what we all say, of course. Group kitu iki happen. So now I don't know if you're going to shed some light, but how are you feeling right now?
All right. So I think I need to premise by saying that we didn't break up.
Okay.
Like we didn't have a breakup. So as you can tell, I'm in transition mode. I just turned 40. 40.
Damn.
Yeah,
congratulations, man.
Yeah.
No, there's two types of people in the world. Them.
Yeah. No, he's saying them because he knows. Like, I was talking to somebody who's 60, and I was like, God damn. By the time I'm 60, I'm gonna be tired because I'm already tired.
But 40 is crazy.
I'm tired of nothing. I'm tired of everything, right? But in the process, and actually, I feel like these transitions happen even with work. You know, you just reach a place where you're just saying, I can't do this forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I can't do it now, when can I do it? So I think one day I sat down with Joyce and Carrie, I mean, we were at Gecko, and we had a conversation, and it was about the direction. So I can tell in my spirit that I'm headed in a different direction, right? All the things that I was told, don't be too serious. Now I'm very serious. I think there's room, and it's interesting. We had a conversation with Walshi Fire on my podcast, the guy from Major Lazer, a few months ago. I think it was sometime in April, and when I told Carrie, this podcast has changed my life.
Yeah.
Right? When you talk to someone and you're like, it's like God had sent them to just speak to all those other things that were happening inside you. And there's something he told me, and he said, you don't have to be funny. You don't have to make people laugh. There's so many people for that.
Yeah.
You're powerful, right? And that stuck with me. So even work was becoming very uncomfortable because that's not who I am. When I speak to people, I think anybody can attest, when we have a conversation, I try to, when it won't be just juju. And if it's juju, it's because we don't have time. Yeah. But if we have time we're going to spend with each other, it's going to be a deeper conversation. Now, because I'm changing, do I drag everybody with me where I'm going? I was honest enough to see that was happening. And so I called them, we sat down and we had a conversation, and we said, hey, this is the direction I'm going. I also want to know which directions you're going, because we started this thing and we were here. And we came back, and Joyce, was able to see that, anyway, I've also changed, and there are also aspects of me, I'm heading in this direction. I think I might need to get off this train. And Kerry moved cities, and he said he'll come back and let us know what he's thinking. And he still hasn't come back. So that's why we say that Box Pod is still exactly. It doesn't mean that Joyce will never be on the pod. It doesn't mean that she doesn't care about the platform or I need to stop using this word. It's a MVP right? But So we still have that great camaraderie. It's just that in terms of the pod, we decided to head in different directions. But that doesn't mean that, next year, if we see an opportunity to do something together. Because we have such great chemistry, it's just that we're heading in a separate direction. That's what happened. And I think one of the key things is, especially in group dynamics, is you have to have open conversations.
No gray areas.
Right?
Absolutely.
And you have to inculcate that, especially from the beginning. Because if you have scenarios where, and I see that even in relationships, in relationships, you get in there, oh my God, and then kumbe, you have a thing about it, you don't wash your hair, and it's like you're, and then
like holding hands.
Some stuff like that.
But guys, you can always change someone.
You can always change someone.
Unaweza fanya mse kama mimi, kuna time nilikuwa tu mse sipendi kushikwa sana, like
hata mispendi
hiyo. Napenda kushikwa because I got someone who does it, like, oh, wait a minute, hii kitu ina feel poa.
No, but dynamics for a relationship, how like when you're getting into a relationship, and that's why they tell you even things like prenup or contracts or have them early. Right? Why? Because when things hit the fan, there is no room for dialogue. You're not hearing each other. All you're seeing is the things you did. You're not seeing that this other person was also was also reciprocating and probably even doing much, much more than you. Right? But at that time when you're tabulating, plus witnesses. Right? The other person is like, wait, come, so you remember that time? Like, I promised myself I never want to be involved in anything like that. We'd rather be amicable or there's nothing that's so, money is
crazy.
Money as a matter of fact, many relationships, or rather marriages, they call it relationship, but I would never know, sijai kuwa married before. But nasikia zinaishanga juu.
Yeah, but let me tell you, so I like what Kwambox is saying about groups. I think one thing I learned when I left the band rather, is people really believe when you're in a group, you're meant to be there forever. And sometimes life is not like that. Like you grow out of situations, Sometimes it's the goals that shift. Sometimes the vision you had for the group shifts at some point, and you're like, this is not what I want to do. So, and you see, and people have valid reasons. At times it's not that we have animosity. And I guess that's what most people need to understand. Like, it's never always that it's because Kwambox and Joyce were beefing or Kerry and who. No, it's not. Sometimes you just grow out of a space, or you want to do other things. Like me in my group, I'll tell you guys, with the band, one of the guys just genuinely what the money we were making wasn't making sense to him. Like plain and simple. So the guy got a job in agency and started doing his own thing. And then for him, music became a hobby. Now, when that becomes a hobby for you, me, I'm doing this thing for
in
real.
life.
That means we're not on the same wavelength. And that's like, that's a reason to be like, you know, I don't think this is for me. You know, and sometimes it's just like emotion run its course.
Unajua I've been looking at you ukiongea and najua it sound weird but dreadlocks zako ni how old? Unajua nataka tu at least to
umenitazama.
Nimekutazama hadi niko like kwa kichonga tu ukiongea sikuwa nakusikia but I was like this dreadlocks must be like
I think they're turning 10 in December.
Because le bands zilikuwa zile matuta.
Nilikuwa na matuta.
Mosodo.
Akiwacheni hizo.
Turning?
Yeah, 10.
This year? Next year?
No, this year. Me, I've had this dreadlocks my whole career. Honestly, like I started,
Can you born the only Jesus birthday? Dreadlocks. The year's over.
Kai, sini 10 years need.
So as in the date ni gani?
Oh, no, I think was it
birthday?
December? No, I got the dreads. I think December. Was it 28th?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's because let me tell you. Is it dreads kwanza ilikuwa blanda? You know, my dad is a pastor, so getting locks was just, you know,
abomination.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy thing to do. But what I did is, I have a small bro. He's 1 year younger than me. So I started just planting that seed in his brain. Unaonaje story ya locks? Locks zinaweza kapoa. Zinaweza kapoa. So I lied to my brother, lied to him. And then now my brother got consumed with locks. And I was like, so when did you work? And you're like, when I kapoa endo work. So for me, it was that testing the waters with him. Kama angerudio mavurugu, amgeeniona na dread. Hey, alikam.
So if your dad tells you to stop music, you'll stop?
No. That time I was living in his house. I was doing whatever the hell dad was saying. If my dad tells me, kula sabuni na ilamba, na kula geisha. You know, so my bro came back with the dreads.
I know, right?
No, my bro came back with the dreads, with the locks, and my mom and dad were pissed. And then, you know, the problem, you see, when they're longer, people appreciate them. When they're small, they're too short ones. They're ugly. Mse unakanga mbaya manze. Alafu unajua, bro, unakaa mhuni. I've seen watu tumetoka high school, atunywangi ndevu, tunakaa tu yani you know. Yeah, so my bro came back with them. And listen, they shouted at him for like 3 days. But after a week, wakawacha. So my mom just kept on telling me, ambia mtoto anywe hizo vitu. Unajua hizi vitu si babenu ni pasta. I'm just there like, Man, I'm like, mom ukajua hata mimi.
Umepanga. Ushaweka deposit kwa salon.
Wacha niwaambie, nilienda kuonyesha babangu kwa church. Ndio asinivae.
What?
Nilienda kwa church, nilikuwa na Marvin tukapatana nikatoa. I saw his face in front of him. I know the man wanted to kill me there and then. But I was like, yeah, this is the right place.
Did you used to sing in the choir?
Yeah.
That's why you started.
Jiani nilianza kuimba tabia mbaya ama whatever.
Kulike ngoma zenye nilikuwa naimba.
But unajua like most of the great artists, Sita mentioned one of them, Jaco Jelasai, for doing some very bad thing. But most of the artists, great artists, especially R&B, walianzia church.
Unaongea juu ya Jakiwa?
Si Jakiwa, kuna mwingine.
Unaongea juu ya
ni
Roba. Do you know why? I don't even think that it's thing that happens at it because the phenomenon big in it. The one place where when you can't afford to do music, the one place where you have the access to instruments and is church. You know? Yeah. Like think about it, like for me, where else would I have sung? Yeah. No else. It's just the church. That's why you go.
Studio.
Yeah, you don't pay for studio. There's drums there, there's keyboards, there's whatever. So that's why most people start there.
Yeah.
It's not that because church ndo
and it's also good. It's a good training ground.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's actual professional teachers.
Yes.
I was in the choir as well.
Yes. Oh, really? No, wenyewe umefanya everything.
Umedu kila kitu.
Umedu kila kitu.
Now speaking of kudu kila kitu, sasa umeanza some new journey. And I really love the fact that Juzi, I'm really sorry sikuweza kuja kwa event.
DJing, yes.
But umeanza ku DJ, don't get me wrong, pause. But umeanza ku DJ lately, man. Like, hii story ilitoka wapi? How? I never saw. You used to be an MC, unaenda kwa DJ, unatoa hiyo feda. Ulichoka kutoa hiyo feda ukasema, nita MC niki DJ.
I'm coming for all your jobs.
Si ma DJ pia walikuwa MC.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like, it actually happened in my tenure when I'd be on stage MC. So, you know, I think it was like Oktoberfest. No, it was Jameson.
Yeah.
It was the Connects.
Yeah.
And, you know, guys would be like, oh my God, just go hype the thing. And so, you know, I started the hyping journey. And then now, by the time we're getting to Oktoberfest, that time I'm hosting the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And, you know, at this point, if you're hosting the whole weekend, like, you think I want to argue with the DJ about emceeing time?
Yeah.
I'm just like, if you want to talk at this point, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and people would literally, now they started annexing me. Like, it was crazy. By the time I decided I didn't want to MC concerts anymore, you know, I believe it. Aziza is doing an amazing.
Top. Shout out to Aziza, man.
Sauti yake ni bamba.
It's like by that time I'd stopped having this what's it called? It's like passive aggressiveness with DJs on stage. I'm like, if you don't want me to hype your set to say me juices. Good.
I've seen you big up.
I need to create new cuss words. Just mine personally, right? So that was that, and I stopped emceeing, and now look, I'm in the place of discovering everything that I can possibly discover about myself. That's not necessarily money driven, you know. So I bought decks 3.5 years ago. Crazy. And it was because I have so many hobbies. Like you know, I knit.
So ukishagonga 60 utakuwa unakaa kwa kiti tu.
No. That's the thinking. Do you know, funny enough, the other day I went to a restaurant and there was this guy. He was in the middle of a meeting. He was knitting and he had a whole sweater. And I'm telling you, he's a corporate guy. Corporate.
Amepiga suti,
this guy
amenyonga
says Jobo, the whole office is in panic mode, right? And he had the most cutest sweater he was knitting, and it was pink and purple. And he was in a meeting and he was like, there. So, no. Yeah, so knitting is not about being old. It's about, as somebody who uses my hands a lot, right? Since I was a kid, my hands cannot be still. I think somebody even mentioned it here. So you'd find yourself like, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I learned the psychology of my hands, right? So even smoking, people who smoke, you probably have this thing. It's just your hand needs to be around your face somewhere, right? So I know that I can't just sit like this. I can't. I just sit unless I'm meditating. So I know that if my hands are idle, I'm going to find things to do. So I'd rather construct, keep myself busy. So I have video games, which I have given myself a break.
Do you like video games too?
So much.
Wow.
I knit as well. I like knitting. DJing was so nice because I love music and I have a whole wide catalog of music in my head. So I was just saying, where do I start?
It makes sense.
So so this year, how it actually came to be made popular is there's an organization that reached out and there's this thing, somebody had told me about like, I think 2 years ago. And I'm like, there's this Mother who's working with adolescent moms. And I was like, So I went to see her. Late last month. And then I met adolescent mothers. Do you notice I didn't say teenage? Unajua kuna gap between adolescent. You know the youngest mom in Kenya is 8. 8. Hivyo venye umesema 8. So after that I was so what the wow, father. And then I said, I said, what the faculties is going on?
Exactly. That's what you were saying.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, nah. So then I decided I was going to do this event and raise money to give to these girls for Christmas. But then it ended up being a total colossal disaster. I did market the event well. So we had about maybe 200 people who bought tickets. But anyway,
a lot.
I know, but it wasn't enough to offset everything.
Okay.
So then I reached out to a few corporates, and actually we're doing it this Saturday in Rongai. Yeah. Okay. So that's actually the only reason people get to know me DJing. Otherwise, I was like, what do we do? I'm like, call people to see you DJing, because I'm not trying to MC at the moment.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me call people and then call them to do this amazing thing, and then I realized I didn't really inform people properly. So now we've done a few things, but I still want to hold their hand till next year, because you just need to see it to know how people have lost their faculties.
Faculties up.
Na hiyo ni kitu like it's a really really dope thing you're doing. Na unajua hiyo ndio ile the humanity. And bado speaking too of DJing, unajua si tunakujua. Wase wanakujua wengi sana in Kenya. But unajua sasa hii tutasema wewe ni upcoming.
Yeah.
Wewe ni upcoming
And I
DJ.
love
Did you learn? Ulienda shule?
No, bro, I taught myself from scratch. There's something we live in a world right now where every skill you have must be turned into cash.
Yeah.
Right? So do people actually have interest, or they're just trying to make
cash?
money? Right? So DJing is an interest. I like it. I enjoy it.
So are you gonna charge
For
kama
now,
mse wa
I
New
feel
Kenya
like I would use it to raise funds because it's something I enjoy, and if there are people who can be able to enjoy it, then if I can be able to raise money towards these things that I care about, why not? Yeah, I'd do it.
Okay, man. Now, because me mention vitu zote mnadu, and I really love the fact that, especially hapa hivi mazee mnadu vitu mko busy. Hata the fact that niliwapata leo for this ni crazy sana.
No, it's this is what he spoke about, the power of collaboration.
Yes, absolutely.
I think when you guys reached out, you know, I can put my stuff aside for you guys.
Yeah, that's hiyo umenishika roho.
Haujazoea kuguzwa.
Sijazoea kuguzwa kwa roho mazee.
Siseme hivyo na bibi
Anaocha.
ndo nasema anajipiga viboko.
Unaona vile mnafanya smile kishenzi, achani hizo. So Charisma, ukienda mtaa after a long day of kufanya, hii weekend yote umekuwa busy. Wewe una release aje, una unwind aje?
That's not legal.
Wachana ile ingine.
The other one.
Okay. Tunajua ujana ni moshi.
Niseme ile nyaita nifunga. No, honestly, you know, first of all, let me just start by saying, you remember back in the day when you used to interview us when we were young to boys, we really used to yearn for these opportunities to be doing shows like everywhere. But I've always told guys, like, the one thing I'd want to do for other people coming up is help them prepare for that moment. Because honestly, that thing you're asking about is the hardest thing to do because, as you said, you know how we've made everything monitored. Tuna chase. So at nanga time ya kuchill. But what I do myself is I try as much as possible. First of all, I like sleeping. So I'll sleep for a bunch. But the thing I do the most is PlayStation. Me, I'll game. I'll just sit in my house and game and sleep on the couch. I play a bunch of games. I do NBA 2K, FIFA.
I feel like every gamer has that game.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah.
Mine
No,
is
my game.
FC
26. Minim noma mbaya. Minim deadly mbaya. FC 26. Minim. FIFA mimi hakuna msee ananiona. Minim mbaya.
Unajua tutacheza na wewe FIFA.
Watu usema hivyo. Waulize. Ni mbaya. Yeah, so FC 26 and Uncharted. Those are my Like I like just sitting at home and playing games, and I'm just alone. I don't want people. You know, maybe I could get a drink like this. Nikaituna FIFA yangu. Even though not doing it online. Yeah. So that's it for me. Like I feel like the problem with this work that all of us guys are doing is you're not able to be outside and just be free.
Yeah.
So I like outsiding so much. I'm heavily extroverted, so I like being outside, but it's not something I can do as much anymore because it's not as fun because there's always someone trying, you know. So being in the house and just gaming.
Explain it for, you know, explain what you mean.
No, I just mean you don't own your time when you're outside. You belong to people. And people are entitled. A lot of people feel entitled to you, you know. So like, for example, we go to the club, for example, Kwambox, and we're just there. Us guys just want to drink and have a good time and dance. But constantly people are coming and take photos or have conversations. Now we will come to kubash. Yani kitu unadai ni kubash. So I find myself staying in the house a lot because of that. Is it what I prefer to do with my free time? Not really, but I mean, that's the life I've chosen. So it's easier for me to be in the house and like game and stuff like that.
Yeah. Now Kwambox.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned that because I met this guy on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right? And dude, I rarely go out. Like it's you know, you can count the number of times this year I've been out in the darkness unless I'm working or maybe I do like going for like, you know, exhibits or but like launches, events. come for the launch of
Form
this.
zako ni
I'm
za
like,
watu mabombe.
nigga, I don't want this. I don't want to come for your launch. You're the only person, unless you're giving me the thing.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're going to call me at, yo, Samsung is launching a brand new phone and you're inviting me. Like, sorry, why am I coming?
We're giving
And
you a
then
60, a 100-inch.
But I'm
TV.
literally on the way.
Nakam,
Yeah, but like, you're calling me so that you can do photo ops and tell people Kwambox was there.
Was here.
This
And then it's very
called
expensive.
Charisma.
And then that shit is expensive. Do you know the worst thing about it is you have to dress up. You have to do usipovaa poa
You know what
wanapiga
I'm
picha
saying?
kukutusi.
Like, and to be honest, I can like I'm not. It's your thing.
Like sufanye na watu wako na ma colleagues na
Ama tafuta budget.
Exactly. And you know, anyway, I don't want to get into that. When I'm saying say yeah, and I get dressed akiwa chiki to kwenda hiyo launch, right? And shout out to Samsung guys, we appreciate you. Better you can make me move from iPhone. Yeah, so I rarely go out. Rarely. Like it needs to be something either I'm trying to connect with friends or whatever. But last Thursday, I reminded me. It, you know, when you have a reminder why
I don't do this thing.
Why you don't do this? You met me as I'd walked in 20 minutes and then I was walking out. I met you.
You are leaving?
Yes.
Mimi nilikuwa ninarudi round ya 3.
Yeah,
Don't
I
ask me what I went to do
enough.
outside.
I was like, it's time to go home. Because I've changed. And I feel like more so to like public things. Like I wanted to come for Liquid Deep on Saturday. And I spoke to myself till the very last second. And I was not coming. And it's simply because of like, I was trying to think about the benefits for me. Like I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to travel all the way. Like how much do you really love their music? And then how many hugs are you willing to give out today? Right? Because I'm not a person I'm a hugger. Right? So if you say, hi, I'm going to hug you. Right? So when I put all those things together, it's just like, the tax is too much.
It's a lot.
It's not worth it.
So,
but also, don't dispute the fact that I'm 40. Mimi nimeishi.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
Ibash
And I've been
kuna
famous.
watu
I've been
wadai
famous since I was
Ibash ukipiga
19.
19.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's got a mess of like, I don't need this.
30-year-old Kwambox
I don't
nini.
need it. Still nilikuwa alchemist.
Ndio.
Kuna kula sherehe, kuna maliza show. Gonna maliza show, homeboys. Right? You do the show. Tukimaliza hivi 7 p.m. There's already a brand manager telling you, yo, are you coming for the launch? And sorry, what am I getting? Because you know I don't do launches for free. So you need to find out what am I getting. Oh yeah, my gift hamper is ready and my drinks are ready. And yo, what are we doing? We go for drinks. No, let's go for this thing first. We begin there, and then we can go to the club. So yeah, I did that. I don't need to do that now. Now when people invite me for stuff, I'm just like, seriously?
Umekuwa stamp wenyewe wewe ufai kucontribute kwa ikondo. Umekuwa stamp maisha yako yote.
All your life.
I just like kuongea.
But you nafilaje like
so depressing.
You've always just been a superstar.
It's terrible. You know, like we were having a conversation about dating.
Yeah.
Are you aware that I've never had a scenario of putting myself out there?
Crazy.
Yeah. And like since
There you have it, folks.
Don't be a celebrity.
Don't be a celebrity. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for coming
Asante,
through. Naona masape imekuwa mbaya.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate this. Now, pia for everyone who's been listening, make sure you follow us on our socials. Utapata pia good company, and the socials are right there down kwa screens imeandikwa. So make sure you follow. Enda ufinye, follow nini. More is coming. Kuna so much more yenye imepangwa behind the scenes.
You said more is coming.
Not more. M-O-R-E. Like mingi zingine zinakam. Yeah.
This is English.
More.
More is coming.
Okay. More is coming.
Wewe unajua hapo kuna elder kwa hii industry. Anajua
Sorry.
Wisdom she has experience.
Shit. You wait till one of your dread stands white. But hey, here, you can watch it here first. Right?
Yeah.
You know when Charisma is going to shave his dreads?
Yeah.
I can hear you singing, don't you disrespect
my love.
No,
yeah, man.
But honestly, no, I get you, bro. Juzi remember when I'm saying, you know, I used to listen to you when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Imagine.
When you were number one.
Anasinikisha simu.
Nikiwa Form 1, I was such a big fan.
Bro, let me tell you, like, you have never experienced adulthood, right?
Yeah.
This is a good party show.
No, it's okay.
You've never experienced good adulting until one day you're in a club, right? And you're just minding your business. Yeah. And then someone comes to you and says, I know you don't remember me. You came to my birthday party when I was in class 3.
What? Okay.
When you were in Big Brother. I'm like,
Mtoto wa class 3
I'm looking at the bouncer, like, Are you just letting anybody in
Yeah,
here?
children.
And then they finish by saying, I'm now 22.
You're like, what
God
the hell?
damn it.
I hear you.
By the thanks. Wewe umeona umelamba hicho.
Leave the football before it leaves.
Hii chumvi hayo.
Unajua nini? Ongea inatufanyia hapa Scots tuone nani amekula chumvi.
Lakini yenyewe you look very
No,
like,
but now
And I think
your
good
40s.
as
si
well.
tungekuwa
You're
jako
lying.
tungekuwa tunakaa anything
No, no, no.
as good as
Hatuwezi,
you
hatuwezi.
are.
Millennials.
Yeah.
Millennials, not the younger ones, the older ones.
Hey.
Right? You know,
Sasa-
there's a distinction.
hata tumeanza
There's
kutolewa
a
mpaka
great
kwa penye tuko.
distinction. There's a
Sasa
great
mtu kama mimi naenda wapi?
There's a great distinction, right? Umechill ama ukifreak bila socks. Umechill.
Mimi nimechill.
Okay, then you're a younger millennial. Because older millennials
Oh,
wamefreak bila socks.
hata mimi
Digiri una trip.
niliona hiyo ahadi ya kuchill. Niliona
Si ya
wazee,
kuchill.
Yes, sasa anasema hiyo ndo
Hiyo ni ya
Mimi
kufreak
nasikia ni
bila
unfair.
socks.
hii ni unfair.
That's
Mimi
the ad.
Siko
The
kwa
ad
Gen
goes,
Z. Millennials pia wananitema.
ukifreak bila
What am I?
socks. No diggity. No diggity.
No diggity.
No
No
diggity.
diggity. Umetrip. This was an ad. Right? So
Hiyo nayo sijui.
yeah, so
Sawa.
respect.
And you've heard it from our very amazing guests. Na wametuambia kila kitu mazee wenye wangeza tuambia. I don't think there's anything else wanaweza ongeza hapo hivyo. Na for the community, the Liti committee, that's what we're gonna call you, man. So kama mazee uko hapa hivi umesikiza, umewatch till this point, you are one of the Liti committee members. So uko ndani tayari. And definitely I've been your host, Tonyo Kibbs, of the Get Lit podcast for this time round. And definitely make sure you keep it lit.